Welcome to my channel Academy IS. Today is the continuation of the series Simplifying Sociological Thinkers. I have started some Max Weber's. I already covered two more theories. This is another small one, that is ideal type. So let's look at this theory. So, what is the ideal types? According to Max Weber, ideal types is an analytical construct created by the researcher to understand the social reality. So, ideal is what means? Ideal is what means perfect, but in the reality, you will find that nothing is that much perfect. Ideal is something's conceptuals. If you have someone as I can say, someone have heard the terms utopia. It is in literature. So where we will see that a place which is very much in very peaceful order, but in actuality that place don't exist. So that is the ideal type. Ideals that we something that we have created in our mind, but in reality that don't happen. Um, the purpose is reality is complex, means reality is hard. Ideal type simplifies reality for analysis. Ideal styles actually will make you help you to bring the comparisons. So this is the perfect ones, and this is the real ones. Then don't make the comparisons between them, and you will find uh, what the what it lackings, the reality it has. The real object it has, what it lackings with the ideal subject that we have imagined or we have framed. They serve as mentors, measuring rods that I talked. So let's have a very good examples that Max Weber has given, that is ideal type of bureaucracy. See, what is ideal types? So, see, uh, when we imagine some things, there are some kind of features will be there, some kind of characteristics is there. As that will help us to measure such things. So here, in the bureaucracy, what is the ideal types? That is hierarchy, means that rankings one after another's, lower to upper levels, returns rules is theirs. The bureaucrats have to follow those rules very strictly. They can't have their own own rules. Specializations is there. Some posts are meant for the specialized or experienced one. Merit-based recruitment is theirs. Impersonality is theirs. No one can't impose their own personal opinions, own personal wishes, in the bureaucrat systems. There is some structures, and the bureaucrats have to follow them. But in real organizations, never perfectly match these models. Because somehow some kind of debates will come, um, and if the person have get more power in the post, they can have their own some set of rules. So some kind of variations we can find in the real bureaucrats with this ideal bureaucracy. So as per Max Weber, how to construct ideal types? First, observe reality means first. If we take this example, observe reality means bureaucrats just suppose go to any government office such as district magistrate, in your district, to observe the reality. Select importance characteristics that we have learned here. These characteristics. Hmm. Then exaggerate analytical features. You have to use your analytical thinkings, create conceptual models, I mean, this understanding of the how the bureaucracy will run and what can be the features is there. So compare reality with the mode, and you will find that there is something lacking, that maybe some staffs are not following the rules, maybe some staffs are getting late, so maybe some kind of corruptions is there, so some kind of breaking of rules is there. So in this way, we can you can create that or make the comparisons between ideal type and the actual real types you are observing. So in applications, in how to applications part, basically in his theories, you will always asked to apply the theories in the real world, actual world. Others bureaucracy studies compare government office with obedience models. The obedience models is the perfect models of bureaucracy, and so to make this comparison, just pick up the obedient models and then and the government offices. In religions, if you want to compare any religions, then we have to compare the compare Protestantism and other religions, because Protestantism is a very quite good form of religion that is very much ideals types, because it brings big development, um, prosperity, and with the other religion. And in politics, study leadership styles, that if we want to compare or understand how much better our country's leaders, then have to obviously make the comparisons with others leaders on the international level that are performing very well, which countries are doing very well. Development compare traditional and modern institutions. This is very much common, so that you have to compare the traditional one and modern, so that in moderns you will see that new technology is coming, some kind of changes is coming, and flexibility is there. So, but tradition is very much rigid, pen and paper. So this kind of comparison can be made. So Indian example again is just the same, that bureaucracy, UPSC administration versus Weberian bureaucracy, religion, temple management versus ideal religious organizations. So what is the criticism? I mean, see, each theory has its own criticisms and we have to note it down. Hmm. Such as oversimplifications, uh, reality is more complex, subject to selections, research decides characteristics, researcher decides characteristics, yes. Difficult to verify empirically because there is no ideal type. Empirically means universe basis. Um, it can vary one place to another, and one person to another, so because it is very much subjective selection and not always measurables. If you don't find that exact ideal types, it will be difficult to measure. So comparison. See, after the theory, we have to always have to check the comparison between the thinkers who already give these thoughts and how it differs from other thinkers. Marx focus on class structure. However, meaningful social action that I already discussed, Durkheim focused on social facts. Just to note it down somewhere to understand and recall the thinkers. Because as we are doing this revision class, we can't do discuss in a details. Otherwise, I can do uh, tell these things in a details. But as I already covered social facts, social action, and class structure. So just to look at these videos and you can understand that what thinkers and his thinkers is emphasizing on which words. So that's all for today. Do comment PDF and join my Telegram channels, and do like, share, and subscribe to get more useful videos of on sociology, its thinkers, and hope it will help. So and do like, share, so that I can motivate to complete this series.